Whew. What's going on, folks? My name is Spice. This is Spice Can't Fish. Welcome back to the channel. If you guys have been around the channel for a year or so, you guys have probably seen one of these videos, but if not, I'm going to explain to you guys what this is. So this is a series I like to call Spicy Nuggets. Essentially, what it is I have a bunch of clips and stuff that never actually made it into videos. Whether I caught too many fish in a day or didn't catch enough fish, maybe only caught one or two in a day. Regardless, I had these clips that I never posted because they just weren't enough to make a video on. But I didn't want to get rid of them per se, so I save them up over the course of the year. Generally, I put like 5 or 6 clips in each video. Just gives me enough footage to give you guys a good video, and also gives you guys a bunch of different stuff to look at. And I generally sit down and kind of explain what's going on in each clip before and after, just so you guys have a little bit more context. But yeah, I really hope you guys enjoy this video. These are, again, just going to be a bunch of different random clips from a bunch of different days. I'll go over what I was throwing, what I was doing when I was catching the fish. They're just going to be like a random hodgepodge of stuff. But yeah, I really hope you guys enjoy the first episode of Season 2 of Spicy Nuggets. So this first clip that we're going to be looking at today is from a little bit earlier in the spring. I was fishing the Guggenbait's bandito bug, just a little tiny pond around me. I haven't had a ton of luck at this particular pond. I've seen a good few fish in there, a bunch of little ones, a couple of like 2 or 3 pounders. My buddy actually said he caught his first fish over 3 pounds out of this pond. So I went out there trying to catch a couple of fish. So like I said, we were throwing the Guggenbait's bandito bug. I just had it on a 7-foot medium heavy with my Shimano Ingetsu. It's a 100 size 7-speed reel. Here's a bite. I got him. Got him. Little guy, but it's a fish. Yes. Huh. Oh boy. Awesome. Ah. Alright, fella. Oh, I got you in the eye. I am so sorry. Sweet. Fish number 1. Little guy. He's kind of weird color. He's like bronze on the back. That's so strange. Got a little green thing going on up here too. Don't know what that's about, but appreciate you, buddy. All right, fella. Later. Awesome. It's one fish on the Texas rig. Just took it, threw it up over near those trees. And I don't know if you guys can see this little white pipe in the water. But yeah, there's a little pipe over there. And I guess probably whenever it rains or something, a bunch of water will come out of that, and a bunch of stuff will probably just kind of sit over there and kind of pile up around where that pipe flows out. I think I was throwing like 30 or 40 pound braid. I'm not entirely sure. It's a thinner diameter braid. I know that much. I was trying to use a little bit thinner diameter because that is a 100 size reel, and you can use a thinner diameter line and get more line on the reel. So that's why I was using braid for this video. I've since switched over to fluorocarbon on that reel. Just personal preference. I like fluorocarbon a little bit better. It's a little bit easier to use and doesn't seem to backlash as easily. But yeah, like you guys heard in the clip, I just made a long cast. There's a little pipe in the water, which every single time that the river floods, a bunch of water comes out of the river and goes down into this little pond. It's kind of like a retention pond kind of thing, but it does have some fish in it, as you guys can see. And pretty much any time that all that water comes gushing out of that, any sort of leaves or tree branches or anything like that that fell into the water tends to get pushed around into that little area. So I was fishing around the pipe because there seemed to be a lot of cover and structure and stuff under there. I got bit a few casts previously to that in that same area, so I kept making the same cast over and over again. Finally pulled out that little fish. So the second clip that you guys are going to look at was actually from over the summer. This was from a day that me and Max went out exploring some new ponds. We actually found this new one. It wasn't super great, but we did catch a couple of fish out of it. I think Max caught his personal best at the time, which was like just over 2 pounds, something like that. Decent sized fish, not a giant by any means, but definitely good for him to get on a good sized fish like that. And in this clip, we were just fishing Senkos. He was throwing a Gary Yamamoto, I assume. It's pretty much the only kind of Senko that he throws. I was throwing a big bite baits. I think it's the True Center Stick or something like that. I'll leave all the baits and everything that I use linked down in the description as per usual. But yeah, just have that on a weightless Texas rig, made a long cast out past the weeds, and well, you guys will see right here. Kind of hard to cast over here, but we're making it work. My Senko's all done diddly messed up. I'm getting bit. Got him. Better fish. Good fish. Good fish. Oh yeah, good fish.
Dude, that's a great fish.
Let's fucking go, dude. New pond, new pond. We found a new pond. All right, bud. Appreciate the bite. Later. Well, you could have been on the first one of the day, but you done waited 45 seconds to set the hook and he got you under some weeds and broke you off. Oh, dude. Yes. So as you guys can see, there was a bunch of scum on top of the water. There was also a bunch of like submerged vegetation as well. So a little bit of a weightless Texas rig seemed to be the deal. The water was a little bit dingy, so I was using a green pumpkin chartreuse color. I was hoping that chartreuse would A, mimic bluegill a little bit better, but B, also help it stand out a little bit more in the water. And that bass seemed to like it. I also apologize for the way that I acted. I was being an idiot. I was just really happy that we found a new pond. Generally, if I can catch a fish out of a new pond, I just get super stoked about it. It's just super nice to have a new little fishing spot. This third fish catch is going to be from an early morning session I did. I only got a couple of bites, only one fish. And the one fish that I caught that day ended up being on a frog, which was super cool. I love catching frogfish. Wasn't a big fish by any stretch of the imagination, as most of the fish that I catch are, but it was a good time nonetheless. Got one little guy. Yes, get out of there, bud. I saw him wake on it. Come here, little feller. Oh boy, sorry, bud. Whole lot of grass, a little bit of bass. First one in the morning though. You had the frog like sideways. How'd you do that, bro? There we go. All right, buddy. Very skinny looking fish, but very pretty. All right, fella, I'm letting you go. Don't worry. See ya. God dang. He was not happy with me. That was sweet though. Let's see if we can do that again. Buddy came over and waked on it. I saw him waking from a couple of foot away. And he really seemed to like this little popping frog. So yeah, like I said, got out super early one morning trying to get on a few frogfish. There was a little bit of scum, a lot of submerged vegetation, just like a lot of the ponds around here. Pretty clear water, which I liked. I was throwing the Strike King poppin' perch that morning on my 7.6 extra heavy with a, I believe it's a 7-speed reel as well on that. 65-pound braid, same as what I usually throw on a frog. And yeah, little guy seemed to really like it. Again, really tiny fish. I don't even know how he got that frog in his mouth, but I let him eat it for a sec, and he seemed to get it pretty well. It was a super cool bite. Like I said in the video, you guys probably heard me say I saw him wake from a couple of feet away, so it's always really cool seeing the fish wake up to your bait like that. And that's one of the reasons why we all love topwater. It's just the best way to catch them, honestly. All right, these last two fish clips are going to be from the same day. I just didn't have a great day of fishing. We were out at the pond that dreams are made of, making long casts, throwing Senkos. You guys know how we do it. I was throwing around a Grande fishing Senko. I don't exactly remember what it's called. Again, everything will be linked down in the description for you guys, but I did manage to get on just a couple of little fish that day. I don't know if I mentioned it when I was talking about the last Senko catch, but we're using the exact same setup in this one. It's just pretty much my all-around Senko rod. I use it for a bunch of other stuff too, but I generally find that it works the best for Senkos. It's a 7.1 with a 7-speed reel on it. This one's a Shimano SLX DC, which is very quickly dying on me. But yeah, I like that DC for throwing really light lures. I think it works really well for throwing like jerk baits, square bills, little tiny light baits. Works well for poppers. Again, I like to use it for Senkos, flukes, stuff like that. Pretty much anything that's super lightweight, I love to throw on that SLX. I think it just works really well for that. Just with that DC braking system, it helps compensate for the light weight of the lure a little bit. But yeah, I'm just going to play these two clips back to back. Really hope you guys enjoy them. Again, not very big fish at all, but we were doing pretty much the exact same thing in both of them. Just making super long casts out near the grass. And both of these fish ate pretty quickly as soon as the bait hit the water. There's a bite. Got him. There's a fish. Oh yeah. Not the same size as the first one I caught. Maybe a little smaller. Oh no, get out of the grass, buddy. Get out of the grass. Oh yeah, definitely smaller than the first one. But fish nonetheless. There we go. Fish number 2, number 1 on camera for you guys. There we go, little guy. Appreciate you though, bud. Later. There's a bite. Got that one. Little guy, I think. Just up in the grass. Yeah, not very big at all. Is he still on there? Oh yeah, he is. It's just really tiny. Oh my gosh. Wow. Jesus, calm down, bro. Crush the Senko, I'll tell you what. Alright, fish number 3 of the day. Absolute giant. See ya, buddy. So I went all the way down this bank with the Senko, fished the whole way down to the corner, got 2 bites, missed both of them because I'm a terrible angler, and then I came back over here where I was kind of catching them before, and found ourselves another fish. Not a very big one, but it was a fish. So yeah, like I said, just a couple of fish catch on a Senko. It's a grande fishing. I believe the color is like green pumpkin chartreuse or something like that. Again, I'll be linked down in the description for you guys if you want to go check them out. But yeah, 7'1" rod, 7-speed reel, and just 15-pound fluorocarbon, I believe is what I was using in this video. Generally speaking, I like to use a little bit heavier line diameter when I'm fishing like weightless Senkos and stuff like that over grass. Just gives me a little bit more peace of mind that I won't break off, and I can kind of winch on those fish a little bit more. But yeah, you guys have seen a ton of videos out there. You guys know how we catch them out there. It's super simple. You just throw a Senko, make a really long bomb cast, and generally they'll eat it pretty quick as soon as it hits the water. But yeah, that's going to do it for today's episode of Spicy Nuggets. I really hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know down in the comments if you guys want to see some more of these. Obviously, I've got another couple of episodes worth, so I'll probably be putting those up pretty intermittently in between like unboxings and reviews and stuff like that. Got another couple of videos just like this, so stay tuned for those. Really hope you guys enjoyed this one. Check and wreck them, and I'll catch you on the next one. I'm out. Peace.